Okay, I want to say hello again everybody, it's only me, Wilshire Richard, and welcome to another video. Okay, I want to say a quick hello to everybody before I begin, and I want to say thank you for joining. Basically that's what this video is about. In this video I want to say hello and a special thank you to all my friends for the support. Okay, thank you to my friends for the support, as in support you've always given me, and understanding and patience. In this day and age, it is really hard to find people with any patience, any forgiveness, respect, or anything like that for others, and especially patience. And when you're talking about nice people, when you're talking about nice people and friendly people with moral, it's even harder to find people like that. First of all, like that. But I'm saying people like that who can forgive other people for, or looking beyond other people's shortcomings. Okay, for example, you may have somebody in your family. It might be an elderly person, or it might be someone in your family, or someone you know, a friend, who may be very well spoken, a very nice person, a very friendly person, and if that person was to hear someone swearing or someone coming across very hard in their words, in their character, or like someone who says something out of line, which is not polished in gold and and soap. Then the person will still refuse you, and they will reject you. They will not accept you anymore. It's like another good example are like friends you may have, people that may respect you all along until one day you say something, and just being yourself, and it can turn people away because they just feel, hey, that's not right, this guy, is just, he crossed the line, I mean, it's like, with me though, it's like, I'm totally respectful and accepting of anyone, and I would never turn my back on friends. I would never, I mean, if I see, like, let's say for example, if I see videos of people online saying things that I don't agree with, I won't necessarily shove them away. I'm saying, especially if they're friends, if there's some reason, like in the beginning when you meet people like on YouTube or friends and that, for example YouTube and Facebook, right, it's usually because that person has something of interest that interests you, something in common with you, something that you like, or something that you like about them. And overall, I try to see the whole picture and be patient with people, even in face-to-face in my whole life, anytime. So I won't be like friends with someone online, let's say, for a long time, and then suddenly, because they've acted a certain way, or they've said a certain thing, or they've thrown a tantrum, or they're this or that, I won't immediately like look down upon them, because I don't look down upon, get this, or you're going to love this, what I'm going to say now. I don't look down upon anyone for anything. I don't look down upon human beings for negative behaviour to an extent. Now, in my last video I made, I was going off on one, I was like really expressing my feelings, and it, towards how I don't like negativity, and all of that. But it's at the same time, I've just said in this video, okay, I'm saying now, like, I don't, turn people away because of that. I don't hate people because of I don't hate people because of their negative behaviour. You know what I mean? You should be infinitely forgiving, and it's very, very hard to say, like, where are the limits in life? When you went to how much you can forgive a person. But I'm just saying, like, this petty chit chat and stuff, like, online, and people giving you silly comments and no rudeness, or someone in your real life, someone you might know face to face, someone who would just be very rude and arrogant towards you and ignorant. It can be very easy to just treat those people like they're nothing and all of that. But with me, it's like, I know that and I respect that all human beings do think a certain way because of their everything, their background, their upbringing, their development of their mind and the thoughts of the stages where they're at. All people are ultimately just, unless they're mentally ill, of course, and then most people are trying to just make the right choices. That's what they're doing. So because they're trying to make the right choices, because they're seeing things that frighten them due to their own fears and darknesses, to their own fears, to their own uncomfortable areas of their life where they feel that they need to say something or they need to whatever, the way they express themselves, their own personal needs, it's just coming from how they see the world. So you can call it experience, you can call it like a lack of experience or or more experience or whatever. I was going to say, for example, I was going to say that it's just like a newborn baby. You wouldn't blame them for crying or screaming and making a tantrum, would you? Because it's just a kid, and they don't. It's just how they see the world. But that's not a very good example because it's like I'm almost comparing people as though adults are. Some people have got more experience or less experience. I don't believe that. We've all got our own experiences in life. There is no perfect way. But what I was saying again strongly in my last video was, and I want to tell you something. Okay, I want to explain to everybody. I didn't make that video because I felt I need to, as such. I felt I wanted to just do it. It wasn't like it's not something that I always do. Make videos like that, shouting and carrying on like an idiot. But I don't feel that was idiotic. I've said that all of those kind of antics, like what I showed you there, everything is not the spirit of martial arts. You have to understand that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Well, it's not the spirit of normal communication, is it? What I'm trying to say is there's people out there who don't want real good communication. They just want to put you down, and that's it. Treat you like you're nothing because they feel that there's nothing in their life of worth, and they see everybody as an enemy. I feel some people see the whole world out there as though it's partly true what they're seeing. Like the world, there's a lot of fakeness in the world. There's a lot of negativity, so it gets them down. True, but the problem is, they see. A lot of people see other people like, they're the enemy. That they're a threat to them, and that's not the case. And they feel that they have to stand up to this bullshit. They see everything. Excuse my language. They see everything as rubbish and in your face. And the truth of the matter is, I'm not in anyone's face. I'm just making my videos and making my life. So what I'm saying is I leave comments on videos for people to make communication with them. Okay, now and again, just to give some support. I make videos to communicate with people and share positive views, admittingly that not all of my views will be perfectly positive. It's always my own perception of life and how I see life. So I will say it in these words, however you take these words, but I will say this now, is that I don't expect anyone to follow me in exactly what I'm saying or doing or anything like that, okay? I don't do this for attention. I don't do it for, I'm just saying that I hope, and I'll say it in these words, I hope that you can find positivity in your lives, anyone, and I hope that everything I do in my videos that I share, if it does inspire anybody, that it's it's in a positive way to help themselves. That's what I'll say. In my videos, I talk a lot. I go off on one. I go deep. Sometimes I'll start swearing and everything and speaking strongly. But I want to tell you something. I'm more than your average Joe, What I mean by that is, like, with me is, I've trained martial arts all my life. As I say, I'm not a master or expert as such, but I'm always on that path of self-mastery, trying to improve myself more and more as I go along. through my life, and basically I'm in so much in tune with myself that I'm like an actor, and I can turn on different. I don't want to call them emotions because they're not even real emotions. Like in the last video, I looked like I was really angry. I looked like this and that, right? I'm telling even even anyone watching this video now, I'm saying it to anyone, I can turn that kind of energy on or off like nothing. It's just easy to me. When you've been like training, in the martial arts, you learn to listen. So that's where you enhance your power. Like, so with me, that's why I come across so gentle and so quiet all the time and so nice. Because that's naturally in my nature, and that's who I choose to be. I choose to be this version of Richard, this person who's patient, lenient, and quiet, so that I can hear more of what's going on around me in my life and learn, and enhance my being, and learn where I can really possibly maybe have a chance of putting some positivity into other people's lives. When you hear someone shouting and swearing and all the rest of it, and all of that garbage, that's not real communication. It's absolute lack of control. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's unbelievable. But yes, we do have to let it out sometimes, as people say. But it's like I didn't actually let out a lot of stuff. I didn't really have so much anger as it might have come across as. It was like I thought to myself, because this has been for years and years, in my mind anyway, from the stuff I've been through in my life, and there's little petty bullies and stuff like that out there in the world who want to pick on people and all the rest of it. So it's with me, I thought, now and again, if I'm going to say something, I've got to say it not in this gentle little chicken voice like I'm speaking now to you, mashallah. I've got to put the point across really strong and say at least half, as strong as I would like to. But it's like saying that it's not a joke. There are people in this world that are so weak, and their minds are so simple and fragile. They're young. They're brainwashed, and there's people getting bullied in schools and universities. There's people that end up committing suicide because of this online bullying shit, let alone face to face. And if all of your beliefs, don't forget what you believe in, or what you feel is your outlet in life, your interest, your hobby, that can help you to stay on the right path in life. Think creativeness. You can keep your mind focused so that you can keep a healthy mind and body. So it can keep people away from addictions like drugs and alcohol, crime, all terrible things like that too. It can help bullies stay on the right path so they don't be unruly. It can shoot bullies. It can help victims. It can help all kinds of people. So mind and focusing the mind, and cultivating your own energy is what I'm promoting. So there's no way I can just sit here and just have this nasty crap type towards me. People will be saying nasty things, either about other people, which is none of my business really, fair enough. But when it's geared towards me, things just said to me, threatening things, strangers just giving me random chit chat shit about, oh, my life's this, my life's that. They don't know me, and the truth of the matter is, it doesn't even matter. I could just ignore that and block it off, which I do usually. But I'm just saying, it's I'm willing for open communication always with people, and even if people disagree with me. But you don't just go and go into someone's house and tell them what their life's all about. All I was saying is, no, this is my house, this is my world, planet Earth. Get out, get out of my house. Basically, that's what I was basically saying. I was just saying clean up your act. It was Stallone in Cobra. Clean up your act. If you remember that. So I want to tell everybody, I was not wild like it may have seemed. It probably seemed like I was going really mad and I was so angry, right? Because I'm not the usual kind of thing people would expect, because I'm this little skinny, thin, quiet guy here who does kung fu and playing, so a little nice British boy, so it's whatever, right? So you know what I mean? So it's keep it in me. I'm humble. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's always there to put forth my energy. I could do it right now. I could explode right now. It's like that instant with me in the martial arts. It's like that's in me. I'm not saying profanity and bullshit. What I'm trying to say is I could go off on one like right now and like start talking about how I feel about positivity, negativity, you know, bullying and all that, and why we should stand up for ourselves, because we really should in life, or why we should stand up for positivity, and there's no need to be a coward and try to bring everybody else down in the world. That's what I was basically saying. I was saying that anyone out there who feels you know, threatened or doesn't like what they see in other people's videos or this or that, then just let it be. You know, even if you want to spread a good message to people and help and share your views, which may be better than another person's, you're not going to help someone. It's like you're not going to help a bully or a criminal or anyone like that on the streets, some drug addict or like. You're not going to go up to them and say, "Hey man, your life's a mess, fix it now." No one's going to take that. But if you communicate with people and show them something good, you know, an example, you know, that's going to help people. So for example, my video there with me going crazy in the video, I do that sometimes, just how I feel. I'll do that now and again. But if you walk away anyone and you think, "Oh, Richard's crazy, man, Richard's putting out all this mess, profanity, that's not the way of martial arts, what's that about, you know, it's just, you know," I would totally understand you, because I would probably do the same thing. I would feel that same. I understand what I'm saying. With me, it's like I'm different. I'm extra like patient with people, and I will look into the matter of what someone's actually saying. Was there any need for it? No. Could I have done without doing that video? Yes, because it's not something important. But in doing that, I may be making a big mistake, because it's good to share these messages. It's good to tell people straight up. The same way they're being so nasty, it's the same way that I can say, you know, love life. Don't give up on people like that. Try and be forgiving of people. That's what I'm basically saying. Be respectful to people. Nobody's perfect. There's people out there in this world who are so messed up and so nasty. But if you give them a second chance and give them some time, maybe you can help them and change. You know, what I mean, change help them, you know, to think better by being positive yourself. So most of my videos, you will see me like being nice like this and humble and speaking to you normal. But a lot of people will see that as I'm an absolute weakling, I'm a pussy, because they can't understand it. I'm not one of these big ego MMA guys, right? So, you know, so it's like I showed I've got a mind too, the same way anyone out there. Old people, young people, men, women, you know what I mean? It could be anyone working for whatever it might be, you know, in their life. Anyone, okay? Everyone's got a voice, no matter who you are. People working in the villages, people, you know, whoever you can imagine, you know. What the fuck? People working in the villages? You know what I mean? Like anyone, I'm saying. Some poor person, anybody, we've all got a voice. And the mind is what makes the world go round. That's why we should respect the minds of people. We don't know a person totally anyway, so who are we to judge and govern? Yes, another person's mind and how they be, right? That's true, right? So, you might say the mind of someone's not important, you know, screw that, you know, it's just the real deal. But no, the mind is the person. Without the mind, you are nothing, and the mind is what creates this whole world, what we've used to make the society we've got. If everybody was just to put everybody down and argue and bicker about every small little thing, there would be no civilization that we've got now. We'd all just be like cavemen. So for someone to sit there and type up something about someone they don't even know, "Oh, your life's this," or "You're thinking that, aren't you?" or "I bet you so and so." Yeah, the world's a messed up place. There's people out there who really do have issues, and they need to, you know, think about their actions more the same way I do, the same way we all do. But you don't win, you don't do any good by telling people they are no good. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? It's like some people also, it's like you'll give support to people and they're so dumb, they'll still turn around and be nasty towards you. So I'm not saying you've got to pay people or kiss people's asses. I'm not saying that people have to go there and leave loads of messages or loads of videos or give people money and follow people around. I'm not saying you have to do that. You're busy enough in your own life. You don't have to do that. You don't have to love everything about the world and love everyone no matter what, and no matter how full of ego they are, no matter how nasty they are. I'm not saying that. But what I'm trying to say is, you're not going to do any good if people try to just put others down, or if anyone shows that person any respect, then you put those people down as well. It's not right. You should respect, and disrespect. That's what it should be. If anyone shows respect, compassion towards other human beings, they've got a power, right? Because as you see it, these people are wrong because these other people are pure wrong. So it's like me. I'm trying to show compassion to these people. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be trying to make this communication. You know what I mean? And doing it is like, you might say, well, that's not communication. That's not going to get through to anyone. I usually talk in a normal way, and I get loads of nasty comments probably. But what I'm saying is, I don't care. I don't give a damn about all that crap. It's just nothing to me. It doesn't mean anything to me. What I'm trying to say is, I've been positively focused in myself. Martial arts is in me, and what I do in my life is me, my stuff. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm doing a good thing. It's like I don't mind either. Sometimes, in a way, if you get haters or nasty people, and because I support somebody, or because I have tried to show some respect to a fellow martial artist or someone online, I respect to a degree, right? Then if I end up getting people hating me just because I like something, or because I like someone, or because I support something positive, or anything I like in this world, because the way I use my computer, the way I, it's like the way I communicate with other human beings, people are trying to govern that. People are trying to tell me I can't this or that from far across the world, absolute complete strangers. No, it's like the way. So I will take that and I'll use it as positive. I turn negativity into positivity. I turn the dark into the light. I turn the light on to dissolve the light. So what I do is basically I do it kind of like the martial arts master, the old man, the old kung fu master who's teaching his students, where he will exhaust the student. He will exhaust all of the ego out of him. He'll make him train so hard. He will exhaust him, and so that he uses his energy and time, and then he is so exhausted in the end, the student, that he all the ego and all the anger and all of that has gone out. It's gone somewhere down the drain, and it's turned a space to. That's what I do with people. It's like, if there's haters, I'll give you an example. My example is, if there's haters typing up messages with their little finger power to press the button, giving people nasty comments, and then they see me supporting someone or just making communication, then if they come to me now and they want to answer me, good, because I leave a lot of comments. So I'm not answering them. I'm talking to people I want to speak to, or making videos for whoever I want. But if these people want to just answer everything I'm saying, or just constantly they've got to keep up with me, because I write more comments than they do, so they'll either have to write a short one and that's it, and I won't even bother to read it, or they're going to have to keep up and try and write answers to every single one, because I like to work their ass off, and at least if they're spending more time typing for me, I don't care if it's 1 second or a million years, but yeah, if that person's there working to type for me, you're not getting paid for it. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language, So it's like I'm exhausting the negativity out of them. I'll exhaust their hands so that they won't be able to go somewhere else and type nasty things to other people, because I'll be taking it and I'll have it and I won't even read it. So it's just, I'm exhausting it out of them, and at the same time I'm preventing and protecting my friends, so that they will not be, so that I will take some of that rather than them, so that my friends don't have to fight the battles by themselves. And I support people. I won't run away and say, oh, just be careful because I might get some hate towards me if I support so and so. No, I don't care. That's not the martial arts way. You're supposed to support your fellow human beings, and these haters, I'll support them and try to give them some respect and communication. If they want to turn around and say, look, sorry, I was wrong, let's make friends, you know, make friends, talk about whatever. Even if we totally have totally different outlooks on life, no problem. I'll make communication with anyone. That's just me. But I'll swear and speak strongly if I wanted to say what I don't like about the subject of negativity on the whole. You know, and I believe in out of respect in life and protecting life. But I'm just, that's what I am, you know. I was like the fucking toilet cleaner, man. I take all the shit, you know, the rubbish man, taking out the rubbish. I just clean out the toilets, man, block it so your shit can go down. You know, otherwise you're going to suffocate in your own stinking house. So that's what it basically like. Excuse my language, I'm doing it again. I want to say, basically, thank you for the support, everybody, okay? I want to say thank you to a few people in this video. Of course, I'll say hello to Jason Stork, hi bro, too, while you're here. But I really want to say thank you to a few friends of mine. Dimsley, my bro, okay? Hello Chuck if you're watching too, hi Chuck. But I want to say thank you to a few people who have been supporting me recently, especially on my last video. I want to say thank you, Dimsley. Thank you, Beal, okay, Black Sword Shinobi Beal, thank you so much too for your comments also, really. And I want to say thank you to Clive Mackenzie, thank you for your message too, that was nice of you, thank you, yeah. And also I want to say thank you to Mike Reese. I didn't get to read your whole comment because the Google thing just made it vanish. I'll have to go and look for it, but thank you for the support. I saw that you was asking me like, was I worked up? No, I wasn't worked up or anything like that. It was just me putting it on for these people. Like, I'll do it again if they like. It's real, like what I'm saying. Obviously, the truth of like, respect your life, love your life, but it's like, you know, respect others and try and do good. But it's like, it's not that I was worked up. I'm more in control of my emotions than these people. That's what the whole point was. Like, nobody controls me. I'm choosing what I do. There's been times where I could have done that and I wouldn't have bothered. So thank you very much, all you guys. Okay, I say again, Dimsley, Beal. Okay, sorry, my mind. Hold on. Dimsley, Beal, Clive Mackenzie, and Mike Reese. Okay, excellent martial artists, also and great friends of mine, bros. Okay, hello to Jason. Hello, Chuck. Anyone watching? Okay. And again, thank you, Freddie, okay, Freddie's Modern Kung Fu, for the support. And of course, it's no problem for me to type up, you know, good comments of people. I type fast, so it might look like a lot of stuff, but to me, that's nothing. Today I spent my morning after my class, I was talking to a student. Today I teach, you know, in the colleges and universities. I had a class tonight too. I spend time with people, and I love trying to communicate with decent people, you know what I mean? And you know, you get people telling you you're not decent, or you're this or that, or you know, your armpits smell, or whatever they want to say. But at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and you weren't born with hatred as such. People weren't born with hate, you know, and people weren't born perfect either. So we're just born to look around, study from the world around us, and learn, and how to use things in a productive way. That's the real way of martial arts. Okay? So, yeah, we learn by our mistakes. We learn to be positive in our lives. Oh, by the way, I'm not saying that I made a mistake with that video. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is like, we learn by what we see as mistakes. And sometimes we don't even see what are mistakes. Yes, givingly. But, you know, just love life. And I'll keep promoting that message. I want to say thank you everybody for the support. Very, very tired. It's been very late tonight. So thank you very much for the support, everybody. Martial arts forever. And again, answering another thing I'll mention just quickly about the use of things again. You've got to remember, okay, some people put down different styles of martial arts too, and some people, the same way I talk about MMA and stuff, but it's different with the MMA because it's like the attitude and the ego in society and all that, and laying on the ground, for fuck's sake, it's ridiculous. But again, like, you know, all the same, people that put down certain systems or feel certain ways are better. That's been going for years. You know, teachers, every teacher I've had in the martial arts has always put down other systems. For example, my 5 animal kung fu teacher always used to put down Tai Chi and Wing Chun. Okay, so Tai Chi and Yung Chun Chun. I think Wing Chun and Tai Chi. He used to put them down because he felt this was bad, that was bad, you got bad habits and all the rest of it. And he would pull all kinds of scientific sounding, very realistic sounding examples to try to prove this point, you know. Things like, I won't go into detail about certain moves. I can talk about these techniques now. I've got some in my mind I could explain, but I'm not going to do it in this video. It's not worth it. I might talk about that again in the future, things like this. But he would pick out certain techniques from different systems and say, well, you see there's a flaw with this technique, there's a flaw with that technique, and look at how my way is better or whatever. He would show his ways. And that's all, you know, true. You know, it's true because he's making it work for him, that's why. But it's all knowledge and it's all useful, you know. It's like, and there's nothing without flaw, you know, in life. So basically, you know, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is, man. You know. And so, and then you would be talking about other movements which are like just flowing and flowingly fitting, nice, but it's not realistic for fighting and stuff. So you always get people sharing, you know, their opinions about life and this or that, and you always get people saying things which might offend somebody else, because not because they're doing it on purpose, but it's like because people get angry about what someone thinks or what someone says, and this is their own problem. Are you truly in control of your self? That's the important thing. Like when I was in that anger, when I was in that temper, and I was like raising my voice, and I was really speaking so fast, and I banged my hand down on the table like a little pussy, right? And I was like going off, and I walked over by that door. Every moment was planned out in my mind. I was actually controlling everything I was doing. That's martial arts. It's like an actor. When you watch these movies, like these actors, that's what I'm doing. But it's not acting. It's like you can't be a good actor unless you believe, and you can't be a good public speaker unless you really believe in what you're saying. You can't be as such. You have to really have the understanding and the feel for what it is. So I really have the feel for life, and I know I'm promoting the message. So I'm putting energy into putting this message out there, directly telling people, really from the heart, and telling them. But it's not like I'm out of control and this and that, you know, angry. And I want people to know that. There's people out there you will see online going crazy on the camera and acting like idiots and swearing and shouting, and they will never know who they are. And they might speak gentle like I am now in a new video, saying, oh, you know, sorry about that, you know, I mean, I couldn't express myself perfect, you know, and they'll come back again and they'll be doing it again, and because they can't control themselves. I don't care if I do that every day, and people choose to, you know, unsubscribe to my channel or don't like me anymore, my friends just leave me. I don't care. I'm fighting for the good. I'm not fighting for attention for myself. You've got to be selfless in the martial arts. Selfless as in trying to do the good for everybody, trying to help everybody in some way or another, even if it's invisible to others. You know, for many years there, the student hated his teacher, let's say, or his parents, you know what I mean, the child. So and he ran away from home, and his teacher or his parents died one day, and then but the skills and the knowledge are with him, and deep within him he knows, you know, he will know. So I do it for that. I do it for the hope that maybe I can, my personal hope that I can do some good and help someone to learn to be better than just an idiot shouting their head off on a camera or to your face, or telling you this is this, that's that, or trying to insult you on the internet or whatever. That's what I'm saying. I'm showing all kinds of ways, showing that how I'm controlling myself, showing how ridiculous all this is. There's no need for it, you know what I mean? So you've got to love life and be positive and make the most of it and make good communication with people. It's such a wonderful pleasure to make friends with people and learn about their lives, and beautiful world. You can learn so much from people around. I'll finish this video there on that lovely nice topic there. Everybody take care, okay? And of course violence is wrong. of course, a verbal, abusive language is wrong if it's directed towards someone in a destructive way. Energy becomes dark energy. Keep it real. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much. Take care. Thanks for your patience. If you still watch my stuff, thank you. If not, I'll watch my videos by myself. But if you continue to watch my videos, thank you. Okay, and I respect you for who you are, all of you, whoever you are, human beings, and love your life. Believe in what you do, and I support you if what you are doing is helping you, even if it's something I don't like. So you take care of yourself, everybody. Well done.